Hey, what's going on? Eric Broadway Jones, bottom to the top sports, here with my man.
Black Elvis, we in the building.
The Black Elvis, man. Hey, listen, another show. Always a big thank you to ESPN Radio, 98.9 Charleston. Here, we loving it, man. We appreciate you. We appreciate the platform. El, how you feeling, brother?
I feel pretty good today. No complaints.
No complaints, man. We gonna jump right into it, man. We talking about the Bobby Bonilla Day. A player in baseball who has their own day. What we talking about?
I guess he's made that much money.
And he has leveraged himself to be able to get a deal that's unprecedented. So I'll give a little bit of backstory and I'll get your insight on it. So Bobby Bonilla, back in 2009, his last season with the Mets, was able to leverage a buyout. The buyout was for $5.9 million. At that point, the Mets did not have the money to be able to pay him, so they negotiated a deal that they thought would be able to help them out in the long run because they didn't have to pay that bread up front. So they leveraged it and said in 2011 to 2035, they would pay him approximately $1.2 million per year. Now, that being said, the Mets were involved, the then owners, in a Bernie Madoff. We know Bernie Madoff in the Ponzi scheme.
No question.
They were involved in the deal and they thought they were going to get big money and it was looking good, but obviously we know the bottom fell out of that. And now Bobby Bonilla, every year on July 1st, gets $1.2 million into 2035. Talk about it, Black Elvis.
Man, that's crazy. I sure wish I was Bobby. I could just fall back and get
You can make Bobby Brown, Bobby Bonilla, give me that bread.
No, but you know, the funny thing about it is there's other players that's in the actual league that has the same structured type of deal.
Talk about it.
Well, you definitely got Brett Saberhagen.
Yep.
What did he get? He got he got altogether, what did Brett get? He gets $250,000 a year. He ain't Bobby, but, you know, he's getting it. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, E, let's deal with reality. He is not the only one that is getting that type of deal. Look at Brett Saberhagen.
He get about $250.
Absolutely. Manny Ramirez. What about Manny?
Well, you know, those days when Boston with Big Papi and Manny and Pedro, those guys was all getting money, so they probably try to back end it, and they was like, you know, Manny, we'll pay you later.
Yeah.
But now Manny's like, I'm happy I took that deal.
No doubt. No doubt. What about Ken Griffey Jr.?
Well, listen, man. I think the Mariners should be paying him until 2042.
Believe it or not, it's the Reds.
Well, the Reds.
Yeah.
The Reds. Well, I'm still going with the Mariners. he made them relevant, man, and those years with A-Rod and Martinez. Well, both Martinez, Edgar and Tino.
Yeah, and Tino.
Oh man, they were relevant and they were contenders. You know what I'm saying? Took the Yankees out once. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, man.
But just in terms of how that helps the players and also how it affects the franchises, what is your take on that?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, if you can have an option to pay somebody later and spread it out, I'm sure that helps your bottom line as an organization.
For the immediate.
Yeah, for the immediate. But, I mean, I'd try to be getting rid of some of these guys. Let's negotiate.
You know, here's the thing. Like, let's talk about Bob Bonilla in specific. You know, Steve Cohen, the current owner of the New York Mets, the Metropolitans, He celebrated it, and I guess he said, you know, let's everybody celebrate Bobby Bonilla Day, and he put it on Twitter. You know, he kind of made light of it, but he doesn't want to give out that $1.2 million, but he inherited the team, and I'm sure at the point of negotiation, he saw, and his people, his lawyer, his team saw everything, and it also has 8% interest on it. So at the time, the Mets were like, oh, it's a great deal because we don't have to pay it now. Probably because there was nobody showing up to Shea, which is now Citi Field.
Yes.
You know, and the Mets are irrelevant now, and the company's in the team is in a better space. But at the end of the day, you know, paying all that back money is not the best look.
Yeah, that is not a good look.
But you know, big shout out to all those guys who getting that shmoney.
Yeah, get money, baby.
I ain't mad at you. But let's talk a little bit about college football. Let's take it over to Southern California. Two of the staples in SoCal, UCLA and USC going for college realignment in 2024.
Isn't this crazy? I mean, so many people are in awe, and not in a good way. They are so used to having these teams in these conferences. Now they're like, what do you mean? I love change.
Change is good?
Change is good.
Well, think about it. There are certain linchpin schools in the Pac-12, which was obviously the Pac-10 at one time. Mm-hmm. So, Big Ten is like 13 teams, first of all, right? So you have all these teams like Rutgers, who's came in late, and a lot of schools that have been added. Now you're talking about adding a UCLA and a USC to the Big Ten.
That's crazy.
There's potential for 3 schools from one conference to be in the FBS playoffs. So, thoughts, opinions, concerns.
Like I said, I love it. It's shaking up NCAA football. It's making people have to go about it a different way.
I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. I'm a little traditional when it comes to college football. I am a Notre Dame fan. Admittedly, we have not won a NCAA, can't even call it NCAA because they don't even run college football.
Yeah.
Don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
They're involved, but
Yeah.
The FBS Bowl Series, they listen.
They got it in the chokehold.
So that said, regionally, I really don't want a California team in the Big East. It's the Big East, not the Big East and West.
Yeah.
So maybe that's me growing up as a fan and wanting to go like.
Let me cut you off for a second. But you got to look at. See, the traditional way of things, it's changing. Even when you look at NIL deals, kids were able to play, and they told them you get a scholarship, you get free food, you get a meal plan, but the best thing you're getting here is an education. Now these kids are actually making money, so the whole system of things is truly changing. So I'm telling you, you better get on it.
You know what? I got my feet in this quicksand, and I'm moving, but they moving slow. It's certain things I'm very forward thinking about. There's certain things like when teams start changing uniforms and logos. Like I don't know what I would do if the Yankees were not wearing pinstripes. If the Dallas Cowboys changed their helmets. I don't know what I would do if Michigan didn't have those maize and blue uniforms. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's things that are gonna change.
Yes.
But I mean, there's this tradition that goes along. And I'm not the only one. People are gonna go kicking and screaming if the Yankees talk about we're changing our home uniforms and we're gonna put red in it.
But change doesn't have to be a negative thing.
No. But in that connotation, I could see where people see it as a negative because it's a part of, like, our identity as a team.
Yes.
I grew up on pinstripes. I had the jersey, right? My wife still has the jersey with Jones on the back. Like, I'm going to the game. You said my jersey outdated? So I'm not Gucci. I got to get the new jersey with the red in it. People will boycott that jersey. I'm telling you, the diehard Yankee fans will be like, "No, we not what." That is.
Well, you better get ready for change.
No, I mean, just with reference to what we're talking about, I believe that it's about money, and it's inevitable.
It's about power.
It is. Money, power, respect is the key to life.
That's it.
That's what the lock says.
That's what they say.
Big shout out to Chic Luch, Jada Kiss, and Styles P. Yonkers, New York, in the building always. But I think that it's gonna be good for the competition for football. You're gonna see some amazing games in the Big Ten. But I want to talk a little hoops.
Oh, I love hoops. Wait. You were supposed to do a feature today.
Oh, yeah, let's do the feature. We got a phenom in volleyball. I know we never really touched on volleyball, but we're gonna go over to Florida, and we talking about Audrey Rothman. One of the top-rated volleyball players in the country, had 79 kills in her senior season and 247 digs. And I'll tell you what, she is a monster out there. She's a Florida State commit. And I watched the highlights on this Audrey girl. L. I'm not a big volleyball guy, but I understand. The kills, the digs, the setups, the athleticism, the blockers. She got game.
She's that deal?
Yo, let's talk to Spike Lee, man. We're gonna make a girl volleyball version of He got game. She got game.
She got game.
Make sure you look that name up, Audrey Rothman, ESPN Top 100. She is definitely official tissue.
Yeah, got it.
Can we get to hoops now?
Yes, time to get to hoops.
Well, here's the thing, L. It's going down in a major way because people are moving around. You want change?
Yeah, change is happening in the NBA.
Here we go. I'll let you set it off, man. Which deal or thought of a deal is got you most scratching your head or saying to yourself, man, this is going to be crazy? Which one stood out to you first?
Rudy Gobert to the Wolves.
All right,
I didn't see that coming.
I don't think anybody saw it coming.
Even though we all know now, you can see how Utah is kind of dispersing the team. You see what they're doing, but before that, I had no clue.
Well, they got rid of Quinn Snyder. That's first, right?
Which is the coach?
Yeah, the coach Quinn Snyder. Then you get rid of you dump Gobert, and now when you look around the league, you say to yourself, what is Utah really doing?
Yeah.
They're trying to go young. They made their championship run. They paid Mike Conley a lot of money.
For nothing. Sorry. Get that money, Conley.
Conley, you had an older core of guys you thought could make that run. Obviously, you had Donovan Mitchell, the face of the franchise. Do they keep Donovan Mitchell and build around him and a guy like Jordan Clarkson, who still has a lot of good years left? Or do they just completely blow it up and just have the fans wait for 3 years to try to get good through the draft and a couple of free agents? Not a big tier market. Salt Lake City, people ain't exactly running to Salt Lake to go and hoop.
Yeah, that's true.
What you think? What should Utah do?
Well, I don't think they should trade Donovan because then ain't nobody showing up to no games. So they got to be able to put something on the floor, at least for the fans and the people in Utah to actually be able to experience the night.
Respectful lineup.
So at least give us that.
Let's talk John Wall. Wall to wall. He stuck them up in a major way. He had to sit out for a year. That must have been tough on John Wall, not being able to play. But he got upwards of $30 million, and it's going to make upwards of $35 million this year. Now he cleared waivers, right? They bought him out, and now he's going to the Clippers. Good pick up for the Clippers. Bad energy. What you thinking? Is he a bad teammate? What you think about John Wall and what he's? Let's talk about the basketball first, and then talk about what you think he's going to bring to the team or take away from the team. Because remember, they still got Reggie Jackson.
I mean, John Wall always is going to add to you. I have to say that. Since I've known him as a kid, he's been a killer.
Okay, I'm just getting your take. I don't know.
He's a double-double guy. High IQ guy. I don't think he can come in and hurt him.
Okay, well, what do you do now with Reggie Jackson? Who's the backup? John Wall's a backup now?
Well, Reggie's used to being a backup. A solid one.
Reggie's getting 20 and 8 a game.
Respectfully, he's getting 20.
He's getting 20 and 8.
Might have to put him in the backcourt together.
Okay. Reggie at the 2?
Yeah.
Reggie's 6'5", John Wall 6'3", 6'4".
6'3", yeah.
Man, and then you got the kid Man. He's a problem. Then you got Paul George.
Yeah, well, Paul's at the 3. Man plays the 3, the 2.
Somebody got to sit.
Somebody's gonna lose some time.
And what I'm saying is, Man is the future of the team. So you sit him.
Nah, you don't sit him if he's the future. You let him develop.
So that goes back to our original argument. What's up? All right, let's just take it out the air. Who you taking? You starting Reggie or you starting John Wall?
I'm starting John.
I'm starting Reggie.
Ow.
Because he's coming into this.
Yeah.
Reggie already understands he was the PG. You know, they made the playoffs last year. Got ousted by Minnesota. And that's when my man was going crazy too. But I'm gonna give you one that I've been thinking about, L, that I really said to myself, what the heck is going on? It's like musical chairs. First Kyrie,
oh yeah,
I don't know what I want to do. Cool. Kyrie absent. Okay, maybe we got something. Listen, we all know what James Harden brings to the table. He's in Philly now. I honestly thought that wasn't a bad move because Ben Simmons, Kyrie, and KD, to me, is a better defensive line.
Got it.
And I felt like Ben Simmons wants to give it up anyway, and he would have took some of the usage load off of Kyrie and KD because he would have been handling it, getting it off the boards, distributing. I thought that was a good play. But now KD says, no, hold on a second. I want out.
Yeah.
Send me to Miami, send me to Phoenix. Then I'm hearing whispers, yo, Kyrie and KD to LA, man. Yo, please chime in, L, because I am confused thoroughly.
Whoever gets that smoke in LA, I'm waiting and praying. Because we've been quiet.
Hold on. You going back on your LA train? That's what you doing?
That's what I've been waiting on.
Viewers, listeners, Elvis Blount, Esquire, is a Los Angeles Lakers fan. We supposed to be unbiased on the show, but we just going to jump out the window. Just please let the people know you are a Lakers fan.
I am a Lakers fan for the record.
For the record. And I'm a Philadelphia 76ers fan. So, L, as a Laker fan, you saying you want KD and Kyrie? Just KD, just Kyrie? All of the above? What do you want?
I would love both of them.
Where's Westbrook going?
Westbrook is getting paid a lot of money and he's killing us.
And the money, he just opted back in for $47 million. Whole lot.
I wish y'all could see my face.
Look. In the words of MOP, whole lot.
Yeah.
Whole lot.
Well, I mean, hey, I'm going to look at it this way. Westbrook is back.
Westbrook is back. And now, what do you add? KD now? Do you add Kyrie? Like
all of them. I'm taking them all.
Westbrook, KD, Kyrie, Bron.
Who we got over there now? Ham? Ham is the head coach. Ham is ready. Give me all that talent. Let's go. Because LeBron is going to lead us to another chip.
Well, we sat down with some coaches and some people with some insight about, who the best players of all times are. And you guys will get a chance to hear that soon. But I don't know. First of all, in a perfect world, that sounds amazing, but we all know with salary cap, it's probably the Lakers not getting any of them.
Yeah.
It's wishful thinking.
Yeah, it's wishful thinking.
But LeBron told everybody, I don't know if you saw this on social media, he told everybody to keep that same energy when they didn't make the playoffs.
Ooh.
I mean, I find it difficult. I'm just giving my opinion. For all of the fans out there, please don't jump on my back. I find it difficult for you to be the best player in the game. And I know what you're going to say, Mike in his early years, but he wasn't the best player at that time. Or at least not widely seen as the best player. To not make it to the playoffs. It's possible. It's not highly probable.
Yeah, but I mean, when we go back now,
defense.
When we go back now, let's look at reality. Since LeBron came in, I think whichever he was on, whether the East Coast or the West Coast, he might have missed 2 playoffs. Like, maybe 1.
This year, you mean?
No, I'm talking about over his career.
So
he's always in the playoffs.
Is this the defense to him not making the playoffs this year?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe he needed to really do some family time.
Whoa.
Because, like,
Whoa.
How long has LeBron been in the league?
I don't know, but family time?
Okay, so LeBron has only enjoyed the summer twice.
We talking
His entire career.
We talking about the human aspect of LeBron's existence. I respect it. That don't got nothing to do with this basketball.
Yeah, I understand, but
maybe you saying maybe it's a good thing for him.
Yes, his body.
He needs to reset.
Hello, he needed to recalibrate.
LeBron, it's okay. You need to recalibrate. You'll be back full force next year. You'll play a couple more years. Wait for little Bronny to make it to the league, and everything will be good.
That's what he's doing.
Okay.
He's just chilling, waiting for the young guy.
Listen to me, everybody out there in ESPN land. _Black_Elvis. Please DM him and chime in with your thoughts about LeBron and his rest time. Do that. Let's do that.
Yo, that's not fair.
What's not?
All these players play all year and underachieve and don't make the playoffs and get a chance to enjoy their millions, their family. I feel LeBron deserves a summer.
Okay.
And I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm a LA fan. I'm good with us not making the playoffs this year.
Just so LeBron can be with his family.
So he can enjoy his life, his money, his family.
Do you know LeBron has been in the league about 19 years?
Do you know LeBron's going to come back with vengeance because he's in a place during the summer he's normally never in?
So you're saying LeBron needs time.
He needed a break. Like
he's about to retire.
No, he needed a break because the strenuous schedule of the NBA.
Oh man,
it's not. See, he's being sarcastic here, y'all.
You know what, LeBron? I'm sorry, LeBron. It's my fault that you're getting paid $98,000 million, and you need a break. And I'm too insensitive to feel like you need a break. You know what? LeBron needs his time. And it's all
LeBron deserved 1 year. That's it.
I'm going to just give you my perspective. LeBron's the best in the game.
Yes.
I want to see the best on the court. I want to see the best in the playoffs. I don't think you need a break. Get to the playoffs and see what happens from there. And forgive, you know what? 2 hands raised. I'm guilty if I want to see the best on the court in the playoffs. LeBron, I'm not jacking a break.
All right, well, that's his opinion, and I feel you. And I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there who's with you with that.
They got your Instagram.
I'm sure.
They're going to hit you up.
But come on, let's step back from basketball right now, and let's look at the reality. If this man has played in the league 18 years, and out of 18 years, he didn't make the playoffs 3 times, twice?
Don't forget, that if we really want to put mustard on the hot dog, don't forget the USA basketball, the gold medals, the world championships.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I mean, you see where I'm going? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? No breaks.
Yeah. I'm still being sarcastic.
Okay. I thought he was siding with me. He gave me the pound and everything.
Yeah, listen, man.
Hold on.
I don't care.
Wait, hold on, y'all.
I don't care.
Wait, first of all, this man can sit here and have all this bass and energy about the Lakers, but what is Philly doing?
I feel the same way. We got James Harden. Whoop-dee-doo. Listen, man. I played 25 years with no breaks.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody giving me no. And I understand there's a different level of strain on your body, and let me just be clear. This is not an anti-LeBron movement. I'm just saying I'm a little old school. I want to see the best on the floor. LeBron, to me, represents NBA legacy. He represents the best. I want to see him on the floor, and I want to see him fight to get in that playoffs and fight to get a championship. I felt like the Lakers, at the end, kind of mailed it in and just knew they weren't going to make it, and it was just like, I don't know if they had the same energy.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like when teams sit players. Listen, it is what it is. I know that there's kids or people who are diehard fans of teams in every sport, and you decide this is the day that a guy needs to sit, and I waited 3 months to go and see the Lakers, and you not playing today, I'm not jacking it.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So, Cal Ripken Jr., how many years did he play in a row? He played 3,000 games or whatever he played. I'm from the days of the Iron Man.
Yeah. Oh wait. First of all, let's stop. Baseball and basketball is two different sports. Just like when you incorporate football. Different toll on the body, different mental stress.
It's 162 games, and he did that for 20 seasons straight.
Yeah, but baseball.
It's a longer season.
Baseball's different, though.
It is different, but I'm just saying.
Basketball and I really feel basketball and soccer takes the most toll on your body.
Well, football probably is the biggest because it's the physicality every play. Like you could be a finesse player in basketball and not have,
not get too much contact. I feel you. Football, you gotta have contact. I got you.
And baseball, when you're playing the infield, especially, like you know what I mean, third base, the hot corner.
That's true.
So anyway, LeBron, come back with a vengeance, shut me up, win another championship. You know, be in a conversation with the elite because you got 4 now. Kobe's got 5. Still don't got LeBron over Kobe. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's a whole nother conversation.
LeBron ain't done.
Well, I don't know.
Okay. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, one of the best players that ever touched a basketball, the Black Mamba.
All right, since you want to bring him up, let's talk about him.
Kobe?
Kobe 8 or Kobe 24?
Gotta know Kobe 8.
Kobe 8? So you going with Kobe Adidas or Kobe Nike?
Gotta go Kobe Nike.
Okay. So you
better look on the shoe.
You're a Nike guy.
Yeah, I'm a Nike guy. Better look on the shoe.
You got on Adidas right now. I'm not going to talk about that.
True that. Shout out to Adidas.
You cut the check. Yo, send that package. The address is 555 Black Elvis Way. No, but look. All right. More impressed with Kobe's championship with Gasol and Meta, or more impressed with the Shaq and D. Fisher days?
Oh, Meta. He had Shaq. He had D. They had an Ori. They had a crew. They had a nice little crew. Kobe put those guys on his back.
More impressed with the free throw after the Achilles tear, or more impressed with 60 in the last game?
60.
Okay.
60 last game is crazy.
You tear your Achilles, you come to the free throw line and you grit it out.
I ain't never tore my Achilles, so I don't know the experience of it. So it's like 60.
Okay. Kobe's 81 against the Toronto Raptors. Do you think it could be duplicated in today's game? Somebody goes for 80.
No.
Wow. Devin Booker got 70.
It's not 80.
You don't think it's going to happen? Tell me the one thing about Kobe's game that you think separated him from mentally or physically from any player during that era.
Something about Kobe's... Well, Kobe played a lot like Mike. So a lot of his strong points that I would mention, that was Mike's specialty.
Okay.
So it's hard to answer that one.
Well, I'm going to chime in and say I think that Kobe had a dogged determination, and his love for the game almost superseded his ability to be a regular person. He was so maniacal, and he once said to somebody, let's have a blackout session. You know what that means?
No. Shoot in the dark?
He said, let's work out until we black out. Like pass out.
That's crazy.
So if you're willing to do that, his whole life was designed around basketball. There's guys now who want to do vacations. They want to do all of this stuff. They want to go on cruises. Kobe was cruising to the gym. Yo, man, another one in the books. Thank you to ESPN Radio, 98.9 Charleston. Appreciate everybody for having us and helping us to make this possible. Big shout out to the team, Jerry Ice D. Jones, and all of the family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big shout out to 98.9 ESPN. Again, we want to give a big shout out. Thanks for everything. Big shout out to my boy Kay. Big shout out to Donna for all of the help. Big shout out to Darnell. Big shout out to Sean Black. Big shout out to my man Chew. Everybody who's contributed, much love.
Yes, sir, man. And without the man upstairs, this wouldn't be possible. Last shout out.
Last shout out to, like he said, the man upstairs.
Peace.